Just jumping in to say, if you'll please subscribe, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. And if I do reach that goal, then one of the things I will do is a drinking game reaction. You guys get to pick the movie, and we kind of go from there. So hopefully we can find one that will work well that I have not seen yet and have a little fun. So if you don't mind, please subscribe. Thanks. Hey, everybody, welcome back. We are getting ready to do some music reactions. We've got JoJo, we've got Fangs peeking out from her condo and yawning. We're getting ready to react to some Pentatonix. I was wanting to do their Ghostbusters one, but they don't have an official video released of that yet. And I would prefer to have a video, official video to react to, just because then I can see who's doing what and it's easier for me. I've tried doing the official audios before, like with Home Free, and totally screwed up who was doing what and all that. So, yeah, uh, we'll stick to official videos. So I was really wanting to do that. However, don't have it. But we do have one of the songs off their new album that's releasing. The album is Holidays Around the World, and this song is Prayers for This World. I I can't remember if this is a song I've heard before or if this is original of theirs. It sounds familiar title-wise, so I'm not sure. We may find out towards the end. I'll definitely research during editing and find out for sure that way. But let's go ahead and get into it and see what they've done with this song. There will be lots of pausing, just because if I don't do a lot of pausing with Pentatonix, it gets blocked rather than just copyright claim. As you guys know, I don't care about the copyright claim. It's their work. They can claim it. I don't care about that. But I do want you guys to see the reactions. So lots of pauses. Let's go ahead and see, if one, if I know this song, and two, what they've done with it.
These are hard times, and these times feels like the world's about to capsize. Feels like it might take a miracle to make it out alive. The clock.
Visually, I like seeing the water tremble like that. Well, I can't get it to stop on him. We'll go to that spot. I don't think that's too far ahead. That's definitely not too far ahead, but I was trying to find Scott. I don't know Pentatonix as well, so I was trying to think if that's the lowest I've heard him sing before. I don't think it's the lowest, but that doesn't seem to be his normal range of the songs that I've listened to of Pentatonix. Like I said, I don't know the Pentatonix members as well, and all their range and everything. So I might be wrong on that. I'm most likely wrong on that. The lyrics, the song itself, it does not sound familiar so far. I This very well could be an original. It fits these times right now. I mean, we've just been through a pandemic, still dealing with it being an endemic in areas, epidemic, endemic, an epidemic in some areas, especially if folks don't keep up with vaccinations and that sort of stuff, especially during this winter. Numbers are going to grow again for death rates, and we really don't want to see that. But the song is talking general as far as hard times in the world and everything. So it might not be COVID, or it might not only be COVID. It could be the war on Ukraine. That's been tough on the world as a whole. but especially the Ukrainian people who are trying to fight for their country and their freedoms. But the world is feeling it because of sanctions that have been placed on Russia and stuff like that. Even the Russian people are feeling it. But even before the sanctions, the Russian people were upset about this war being taken out on the Ukrainian people. So we've got that going on. We've got, coming out of COVID, we had the supply chain issues because we went from hardly any demand to high demand for stuff that wasn't in demand before. But not only supply and demand, but also we've got the great resignation that's happened all over the world. And so companies all over the world have experienced staffing shortages, and we're having to learn to adjust to this new world that has had a lot of changes all at once. So this song could apply to any of that, or if it's not an original, it could, or even if it is an original, it could apply to stuff from the past that's been hard for the world to go through. So far, long story short, I do tend to ramble sometimes. I apologize. Long story short, this could easily be timeless depending on what's going on and what we're applying it to.
Feels like it might take a miracle to make it out alive. The clock is ticking. What do we do? Is someone listening? Help us through. Breath for this world, bring peace to its doors, bring home to its shores. We've got to change. Breath for this world, bring wind to its sails. It's gonna the rails. We've got to save it. Raise up our hands and rise together. It's gotta be now, is now or never. Breath for this world, we've got to save us. Oh.
Breath of this world, he's talking about. I didn't talk about climate change. We're experiencing that as well. So it could apply to that. And it talked about changes we need to make. Lyrics wise, I heard that in there. So, yeah, this can apply to a lot of stuff. And that's a beautiful visual right there. I love Kirsten's eye makeup. And the other thing I wanted to comment on is that you can definitely, because I listen to so much home free and voice play, you can definitely hear the pop sound in this. The cry, the whine, it kind of reminds me of kind of a U2, U2 or Imagine Dragons, or I was trying to think of other, hi, what you doing? I've got stinky breath. Other bands in that genre, but it's kind of got that feel to it, so I like that as well.
Pray for this world. Prayers for
And I just realized this is one of my troubles of not having the lyrics on. I think they're saying pray for this world, not breathe for this world. But breathe for this world could also be there, especially if you don't pray. So maybe it's a subliminal messaging for me.
this world. Feel like we're trapped in a landslide. Can't even look at the headlines. 'Cause when you look how it's going on, you just wanna run and hide. Only light can fight the darkness. Only love can end the hate. We gotta get us some love and light. love can light the way. The clock is ticking, time's running out. Is someone listening? Help us out. Prayers for this world, bring peace to its.
It seems like they're keeping everybody who's taken a turn kind of on the same level. They're not veering too low, too high from each other, which is keeping it consistent. Kirsten did get a little high in there, but it's not the highest we've heard her. Mitch, couldn't remember his name. Mitch is not singing super high at all, at least not yet. So yeah, we're kind of keeping it not monotone, but we're keeping it kind of in the same range, which is keeping it cohesive.
Help us out. Prayers for this world, bring peace to its doors, bring hope to its shores. We've got to change. Prayers for this world, bring wind to its sails. It's on the rails. We've got to save it. Raise up our hands and rise together. It's gotta be now, it's now or never. Pray for this world, we've got to save us. Oh, I'm gonna take a chance, I'm gonna make a change. Give all the love I can, 'cause that's the only way for us, way for us. I'm gonna pray for us, pray for us.
And I don't know his name. Kevin is the beatboxer, right? Or is this Kevin? I know there's a Kevin. Um, I don't know his name. The I was trying to think of what changed. There was a change in tone of the music when he started singing, and I think it's the beatboxing dropped out. Is that right? I think that's what happened there, and that's why that part sounded tonally different. Yeah, but they're talking about rising up together, fighting together. So, yeah.
Pray for us, pray for us. Prayers for this world.
And there was some beatboxing in there, but there might not have been as much beatboxing. And they did drop out before they transitioned to the scene. That's a very pretty scene, too.
Prayers for this world, bring peace to its doors, bring hope to its shores. We've got to change it. Prayers for this world, bring wind to its sails. It's gone off the rails. We've got to save it. Raise up our hands and rise together. It's gotta be now, it's now or never. Prayers for this world, we've got to save
Oh, we're right at the end. I was trying to pause again. I didn't realize we were right at the end. I would have let it finish. But I was noticing also that the beat that the beatboxer is doing, which I think is Kevin, but I'm not positive on that. It's a very low beat, and it reminds me of, is it the kick drum? That's the one at the foot, that the foot hits the pedal and it hits the drum. That's the sound that it's reminding me of. But it's very bass heavy. Very nicely done. I enjoyed it as soon as I heard the lyrics correctly. And for those of you that pick on me, I hear things wrong all the time. I, I've had my hearing checked. throughout the years, because we would be in group and I would think somebody said one thing when actually they said another. It's something with my processing, with my dyslexia. So breathe for this world, pray for this world. Potato, potato. But at any rate, very cohesive, nice, poppy type of song that also sounds like it can be timeless as far as the matter that it's talking about in the lyrics, at least from the parts I understood. So, thank you all for joining me on this one. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.